Lily! Thank you for requesting a Kelly's Osho Zen reading. Um, just so you know, I'm wearing these ears especially for you, and I apologize for my voice. Um, I lost my voice a couple days ago, and I'm sure that makes a lot of people on this planet happy. But anyways, I'm getting it back. So for those, anyways. All right, so I pulled you some cards. Let's see what's going on. And just to remind you, this reading is only valid for 2 weeks. And this is going to look at what's going on with you now, because it's what you're experiencing now, what you're paying attention to now, what you're thinking about now, that creates your words and your actions, which thus create your future. So the only time to create is in the now. So let's see what's showing up for you. So the theme is, exhaustion. Exhaustion. Yeah, you mentioned leaving a job, and no matter when we leave a job, whether we're asked to go or whether it's a surprise, this job doesn't think about the people at Halliburton, right? Um, whatever, or you just quit, whatever it is, it just means you have exhausted that story, that story is done. And this is actually a blessing. This is a chance for you to rest and rejuvenate and recharge and create something radically new for yourself. So let's see what's going on in the yin, the mind card. Clinging to the past. Okay. Well, since this little job scene is new, I'm sure you're going to be the message behind this card. And again, we all learn through our own experience. But the key message behind this is just because something worked for you in the past does not necessarily mean it's going to work anymore, because it's supposed to stay in the past. So, for example, let's say you just left this job. Do not be looking for the same kind of job or even a job that you did in the past. This is like, it's like, no, do something entirely new. Think entirely new. New work, new life, new everything. So catch yourself when you're going to the past. When you're stuck in the past, that's what depression is, and if you feel the sorrow, grieve this period. You can look up Elizabeth Kubler-Ross's 5 stages of grieving to understand the process, if that makes it easier for you. Or you could just like let go of everything instantly and say, hey, finally, I'm out of that story, new chapter. What are we going to create? So it's your choice. So let's go to the next card. It's your yang. It's what you're projecting out. So it'll be returned to you, mirrored to you in the form of situations, events, people. You got the success card. This is good. This is a green light. If you're waiting for a sign to start talking about some things you want to do now, how you want to change your story, share your dreams. The more you share your dreams, the faster you can manifest them. And this says you will be successful getting whatever you want. So focus your energy on the now and even in the future on what you want. And that'll keep you out of clinging to the past. Because it's when we cling to the past that we repeat the patterns over and over. So let's go to the next card. It's your to-do card, your inner homework card. Oh, you get We Are the World. Okay, that just is reminding you who you are. You're a light worker. You are the glue that's keeping everything on this planet. Some people call it gravity. But anyways, you are here to spread love and peace and joy and comfort to everyone you meet. And here's the great job. The cosmic joke is just being yourself 24/7 does that. You don't really have to take any special classes or anything. I mean, you can take them if you want. I mean, I love to take classes. I'm constantly learning. But that's just fun. You don't really need any of those tools. Just being you and being connected to your source and speaking your truth, even if that's a no or preferably a yes, whatever. But anyways, this is just to remind you that you are part of the rainbow family of peace. And you know what? Now is the time to take a break, take care of you, give that love and peace to yourself, because you're going to be recharging for the next chapter. Okay, let's look at work and home. Oh, you got the master card. Don't leave home without this. This is just reminding you, you're a master. I shouldn't have to tell you this. And you wouldn't be getting this reading if you weren't a master. So just remember, you create whatever you want. And you have evidence in the past that when you really want something, and I mean want with heart, soul, and mind, all of the above, I mean, everything's connected. But when you channel that energy, that one, and you can create anything you want. So now is the time to rest, rejuvenate, and start recreating. Let's look at your heart card. Sharing. I mentioned sharing when I brought up the success card. Sharing is caring. But also this means sharing not just your things and your skills and your talents and your knowledge, which is priceless. Sharing your true self, sharing your truth, and speaking your truth. Again, the message is clear. When you speak from authentic self, when you're speaking your truth, no matter how uncomfortable it is, it guarantees powerful, positive results. It may not be in the way that you imagine, but it's always better than you imagine. Well, at least from my personal experience. But anyways, just more sharing. And guess what? The more you share, the more others will share with you. So when you share your knowledge or skills or talent or art, whatever, guess what? It's going to come back to you in another form. It like say, who knows? You do some art, you give it to a friend, right? You're like, I'm giving this to you because I love you and I made this for you, and I thought whatever reason. And then, the next day you need an electrician, and then boom, somebody shows up on your doorstep. Yeah, I just happen to be an electrician. Hello. That's how the universal law of circulation, the flow of giving and receiving. So this is like more share, and you will have more abundance to you. And next is your mind spirit card, which you got the burden card. This is to say, next time you're stressing out, to look at, is it really your stress? Is it your problem? Or are you taking on other people's problems? Light workers are especially prone to taking on other people's problems, but we have to be able to recognize when something is our story, our problem, and whether it's someone else. If your sister has a drinking problem, that is not your story. That is not your problem. You are not her savior. And I don't know why your sister's showing up, but just let me know if this means anything to you. But it's basically saying that's her path. She's the hero of her own story. She's going to figure it out. And you are supposed to be present and loving to her, unconditionally loving, no matter what she does, and love her through all of that. And then also, when she asks for help, that's when you step up, but not before. Never before asking. That's just, you can try it, check the results. I've tested this, but you're welcome to try it. Anyways, just pay attention to how many of the stresses you're having really have nothing to do with you, but the people around you, and you're absorbing their negativity. And then you might want to look into boundaries, like how to do energetic boundaries. So then lastly, conclusion card. Okay, you got the suppression card, and this card would suggest that something very deep, and no, it's not going to pop up. If it pops up immediately, that's just repressed. Suppressed means something very, very deep and hidden, perhaps blocked out, is trying to surface. And usually when that's happening, it means that you'll have lots of irritations and problems will start, obstacles and electronic things, and things will start going on. That's an indicator to me that something big is trying to release, and just go with it. Feel the feelings. Don't abort them. Don't try to distract yourself. Release those feelings. If you're angry, release it. If you're feeling sorrow, release it. If you're feeling joy, share it. So anyways, that's your reading for now. I can't wait to hear your feedback, and thank you again. It's always a joy to hear from you. Okay. Love you, Lily.